Hey guys, it's Reagan Kelly here from the Freedom 15 movement, and today I'm really picking up where I left off yesterday. And of course, yesterday in episode 24, I introduced this idea of perturbation, and I used the example of the process under which an acorn, when it's placed in the right conditions and under the right amount of pressure, can go on to inevitably become an oak tree. So this same analogy can obviously be applied many times over to the human experience when we think about various pressures and stresses and discomfort that we feel in our own lives. So from that story, or the process by which the acorn becomes an oak tree, we really took away two fundamental principles. The first of those were that we become inevitably a stronger structure. And the second principle was that once we have undergone that process of perturbation and experienced those pressures and stresses and level of discomfort, or maybe adversity or a challenge, we can never go back. So really, as I said, I'm going to pick up where I left off yesterday and introduce another concept which I think ties in perfectly with that of perturbation. And it's an idea called eustress. And of course, the EU is a suffix the same as in the word euphoria. And the word EU, or you, on its own, is a Greek word meaning good or well. So when we talk about eustress, we're talking about a healthy kind of stress. See, for most of us, and definitely for myself, I believed stress to always have attached some kind of a negative connotation or a negative bodily response to a pressure or an adversity or a challenge. But the important thing to keep in mind is that there are actually two types of stress. The first of those is definitely, as I just described, that's distress. So that occurs when an individual can't adapt to the stress that they are feeling. On the other hand, however, and it's really the positive byproduct of perturbation or being perturbated, that's the idea of eustress. So good stress in our life. That's the kind of stress that acts as a stimulus for our growth and really provides that opportunity for us to grow and to become better. So we can apply this in a practical example when we think about building our bodies to become physically stronger or physically fitter. So, you know, when we push our bodies a little bit further, perhaps to run a little bit further than yesterday or to lift a slightly heavier weight than yesterday, that's a good kind of stress. So really this idea of eustress is the gap between where we are and where we want to be. And it's, you know, it's going to slightly push us, but unlike in the case of distress, it's not going to cause us this real feeling of overwhelm and panic and really a negative bodily and emotional response. So, you know, our end goal is still a little bit out of our reach. You know, it's slightly going to test us and to cause us this level of perturbation, but it's not more than we can handle. So when we think in these terms, we can understand that eustress is a good thing. It's a healthy thing. And without eustress, we cannot have any progress. So the more eustress that we can create or apply in our own lives, obviously the faster we're going to be able to actualize our dreams or our goals or our expectations for our life, whatever it is that we're striving for in whatever area. So the idea is to remove distress and replace that with eustress and this positive idea of perturbation, moving outside of our comfort zone, you know, pushing ourselves a little bit further than we did yesterday. So I hope this video has found value in your own life. The biggest compliment that you could give would be to like, to comment, or to share. In addition, I do write up a bit of a longer blog post that goes into a little bit more depth for each of my videos, and that includes this one as well. So if you do want to read up a little bit more about how you can change this idea of stress in your own life to actually be able to capitalize on it and to change the way we think about various challenges that we're presented with in life, make sure you head over to freedom15.info, click on the video reel. There'll be all the previous episodes as well as their related blog posts. So thank you very much, you guys. Again, I really appreciate your support throughout this whole year, and we'll speak to you tomorrow. Be brave with your life. Bye, guys.